Hey guys, how's everybody doing? This is Session Dave here once again. I hope everyone's having a fantastic morning, and just want to talk about a new update, patch 86. Some important things that I want to go through, I want to go over. That's going to change your game dramatically, or change the card meta dramatically, okay? Number one thing is obviously the new champion of Vexana coming out, and you have not seen the Vexana's battle spells. I mean, her spells, what she does. I think she's a mage that kind of like, you know, Mordekaiser and Yorick combined, and Ari, right, in League of Legends. She's very, very strong, and I'm looking forward to play her, right, Vexana. So a mage pusher. I want to see how that works, right? Definitely go check her out. Another thing I want to talk about is hero balance adjustment, right? A lot of things that's been changed that actually can change the meta dramatically that I have no idea why. Number one thing is Tigreal, right? Secret Hammer. Now, again, in our notes, in our last notes that we sent to developers, or the video that we made combined with other YouTubers, we mentioned that don't change a hero don't nerf a champion that's good, and don't you know, just buff the champion that's bad, right? Make change the champion that's bad, but don't have to nerf every single champion that's good just because nobody else play other champion because they suck. Okay, now this is a typical example. Again, Tigreal Implosion. Now the skill can be interrupted by advanced control effect. Transform, knock airborne, and its effect range cast animation when hits have been adjusted. The issue with the slowdown effect during the skill is in effect has been fixed. The issue with the slowdown effect during the skill is in effect has been fixed. So basically, you can now cancel his ultimate because he has a cast animation, right? That's like a half a second. If Tigreal jumps in and use ultimate, if you're a Nana, you can cancel the ultimate by using your transform, right? Or if you're Bruce Lee, you can knock it up, or you can just kick him away. Right, so, but the effect range got increased. Now the thing is, you can get knocked up and canceled. That's quite annoying because, like, why does this have to happen, right? I mean, it just doesn't make any sense in my opinion. I think what they need to do is cancel this on Lapu-Lapu's ultimate. Because Lapu-Lapu's ultimate can be canceled really easily, and the cast animation for Lapu-Lapu's ultimate is really long, like really super ass long. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, the heavy sword stage switching, you throw your ultimate, anyone can cancel your ultimate. Like, they can not only cancel your ultimate, after let's say if you get stunned, you get canceled. But after you get canceled, you can't really move because you'll go to casting again. So you sometimes you get stuck in an animation, you will just die. It was awful. Alright guys, let's talk about Karina. It says the reuse time refreshing effects time limit is now cancelled. Now, let's go, if you read Karina's current ultimate skill description, says if enemy hero is killed within the next 5 seconds, meaning after you set a rush, her ultimate, the reuse time for the skill will end immediately. Now we all know what that means, right? From the in-game experience. The reuse time here basically means the remaining cooldown will disappear, and an assist will lower 80% of the rest reuse time for the skill. So the reuse time basically his ultimate cooldown basically means cooldown, right? Now here it says the reuse time, so let's just cooldown because this word is freaking retarded. Whoever translated that. The cooldown refreshing effect time limit is now cancelled. The time limit is talking about a refreshing effect. Okay, so basically the refreshing effect, the only time limit set on the refreshing effect of the ultimate of the cooldown is this 5 seconds. If an enemy hero is killed within the next 5 seconds, it is 5 seconds, guys. That being said, I'm almost 100% sure that this is a huge buff, and maybe too OP. Like, it may be too OP actually, because if I touch this champion and this champion got killed at some point in the game, if the effect is taken away completely, and this champion got killed some, like, you know, just in the game, what does that mean? Does it mean like all of a sudden, like in the middle of nowhere, all my abilities got refreshed because my ultimate time get refreshed because this guy died, like, I don't even know of? Let's say I'm in the bottom lane, I touched the guy on the top lane like an hour ago. Not an hour ago, 10 minutes ago, but all of a sudden this guy refreshed. That's too much, right? So let's go to next. Lapu Lapu. Now Bravery Blessing buff won't decrease with time. That's a huge buff to Lapu Lapu, okay? Huge buff. Now, you don't, most of you who played Lapu Lapu know this. If I send a skill to someone, and over time, if I haven't touched anyone in a certain period with other abilities, that passive will go away, right? So I have to charge it 5 charges again from 0. Now, it's okay in my opinion because I'm used to Lapu Lapu, and when I hit my abilities, I always hit multiple people with it, so I'm fine. But now with this buff, now Bravery Blessing buff won't decrease the time. It's kind of like Aurora now, so you can charge your abilities, and you will always have your passive. That means it's gonna be super strong. You can easily get to 5 charges whenever ready. Whenever get to 4 charges usability, and you can just charge to 5 and before you engage. Make sure you always have your passive, right? Okay, let's talk about battle spells and gear adjustment. Number 1, Fury. Alright, name change to Inspire, doesn't matter. Grading has the heroes for a short period of time. The next A basic attack will ignore 25 points of target physical defense and increase the hero's attack speed by 55%. Last 5 seconds. This looks insanely strong. Okay, this looks insanely strong, especially in the early game. That means you're gonna increase your attack speed by almost double your attack speed is 55%. And more than that, the next A base attack will ignore 25 points of target physical defense. I do not know if the existing effect is still there, and if you don't know what the existing effect is, okay, the existing effect is if you go to Fury, it's lower one's own defense 20%, increase attack speed by 55%, physical attack by 15%, last 5 seconds. So basically saying you will increase your attack speed to 55% and physical attack by 15% while lower own defense. So you take more damage in return, but that's taken away. And now the next A basic attack will ignore 25 points of target physical defense. Plus, compared to 15% of the physical attack increase in the early game, that's not a whole lot. It's not a whole lot at all. But now treated to 25 points physical defense. That's a whole lot more than this, right? There's a whole lot more than this. So I think they just changed the Fury to an early game battle spell, which I dislike because I already don't like this battle spell in ADC. I feel like Purify is a must, or Flicker, right? For mobility, so you don't get, it was, like I said, there's no counterplay to all the CCs in this current game. So it doesn't matter, it doesn't affect my game, but it is what it is. Let's go to next. Interference. Name change to Aegis. Summons a shield in case the hero able to withstand 3 basic attacks last 5 seconds. Last time when the combo was developer talk with developers or whatever, developer words for the for the players. It doesn't withstand some basic attacks. But now if you look at it, able to withstand 3 basic attacks. 3 only for this specific champion. Meaning like, interference can no longer stop the tower. The tower is still auto attack, but it will only stop attacks on you. At the same time, interference can also stop auto attacks from other champions. Now, I'm not so sure if this will affect melee, other units basic attack. Like for example, if this affects creeps, meaning creeps auto attack, that's gonna be absurdly stupid. Like, because it means this will be useless, right? If you're in the lane, minions are attacking you, you activate the skill, it will be instantly cancelled. Like, we'll see how this actually affects the game. And next thing is stun. Name change to Petrify. Deals number amount of magic damage to surrounding enemy and petrify them for a number of seconds. Now, I know stun got a tiny nerf, tiny buff. So I don't think it was dealing damage before. No, it's not dealing damage before, but it's increasing the damage, right? So now it's increasing the damage. It means it's a tiny buff. I don't know how much damage it's gonna do, and then petrifies them for a number of seconds. Now I know that's getting a little buff because they said the slow effect after the stun, it's just not very obvious. So I think they raised the 0.5 second stun to maybe like 1 second stun. We'll see. New spell, Iron Wall. For 2 seconds, any physical or magical damage received will be mitigated by 25%. For each enemy hero nearby, damage mitigation effect will increase by 5%. Now, This sounds really good because if you have any 5 enemy champions there, 5% times 5, 20, another 25. That's 50% in total. That's half of all incoming damage you're gonna take for for 2 seconds. If you time it right, it's gonna be super strong. Obviously, 100%, right? Especially like so you dodge Eudora's ultimate or dodge anybody else, right? Who has strong ultimate, yeah. But let's think about it now. How many people can use this battle spell? Okay, let's go to, why don't we go to, fighter section first. Who can use this? Maybe Belmont, maybe Ruby, maybe Bruce Lee, right? But no, Ruby and Bruce Lee, the only way for them to work in current meta is take a flicker. So they can do surprise attack. Otherwise, their attack animation is so obvious, it's so hard for them to land a perfect engagement. Flicker is a must on those 2 fighters. And now you're telling me that, so this spell basically can be used on them, right? Unless it's very low elo, you can do whatever you want with it. Okay, maybe Hilda, right? Hilda usually take Purify, so maybe Hilda can take this spell. Now Lapu, I take Flicker because it's ultimate. It's a huge crowd control ability. So if you take Flicker, you can able to surprise attack. So again, Lapu, I won't take it, but Hilda, because you have engage ability, I think Hilda may be good. Now what about Alucard? Alucard may be good, but Alucard has to take, Purify, because if you get CC, it doesn't matter. What Iron Wall you have, you're gonna die. Okay, you're gonna die most likely. Now, mitigate 50% damage can be useful. I guess maybe Alucard even can take it. I think it's mainly geared towards fighters, right? Now, you go to Bane. I think this can be good. Because if you put a ROM down and you just sucking ROM, right, getting some regen, and people are attacking you, now use this like Iron Wall on top of it. But Bane has to get certain kind of, like, for example, Flicker, because ultimate travels so slowly. You have to position yourself to, I think I take Flicker on Bane, so I don't think I need to use this. Maybe Monkey King. You know what? Maybe Monkey King. So we have discussed Alucard that can be good. Hilda may be good. Monkey may be good. Maybe even Alpha can be good, because Alpha stays in front, he has some life still. You take this Iron Wall and you use it at the right time when you charge in, you don't die, right? You can stay in the fight a little bit longer. I like that. But that means you also have to time it really well. That means your awareness, everything has to be really, really good. Now I don't know how that's gonna, yeah. Next thing is Yunjiao. Yunjiao has to get Purify. Right? Has to get Purify because he has ultimate. Like he's able to run away and go in really, really fast. He doesn't have to stay there. That means like the Iron Wall may not be good for him because he stays in there. Like what's the point of Yunjiao staying in the fight, right? Yunjiao have to go take objectives, and in a team fight setting he has to kind of like assassin now because he bursts really, really hard. You have to kill someone, kill the enemy backline really fast. Now that means if you get stunned, you kind of defeat your purpose, right? Enemy ought to run away. So I still like Purify and Yunjiao better, but you can still try Iron Wall, to go the full, Berserker mode. I don't know, and you gotta see some top of it that can heal you. Next thing's Freya. Can Freya use this? I'm not so sure. Freya use Purify because you want to stun other people without getting stunned. Because if you miss that 3 auto attack window on your second ability, you miss the point of Freya, right? Like Freya has already played as off tank, in the current meta. So if you can mitigate people's crowd control, I feel like it's not going to be as effective. Now, if you stay in the front and just soak damage, maybe because you have an engage and disengage ability with your first ability, so I guess it may work on Freya. I'm not so sure. Now let's go to tank. Okay, what kind of tank can use this? Can Akai use this? Obviously, no. Akai is not it's not a strong tank, right? It's not a strong tank. He is strong and fun because it's ultimate. Now, he's supposed to push people back, not to tank it all the time. How about Johnson? Now, Johnson can be a good candidate, but with a buff on stun spell, I really want to use stun because to increase your CC amount, you charge in, you hit someone with your ult, and then you stun after that, and then use your, say first ability stun on top of it. They'll just be stunned like, forever. So I think Johnson would be better with stun. Now, Tigreal. Absolutely not, right? Tigreal has to get Flicker. You cannot get, freaking Iron Wall on it because then you will miss your engage. especially now with the nerf on his ultimate. He has to get a flicker, okay? Please. Oh, Minotaur. Absolutely flicker, right? Now, Iron Ward's going to be useless on him. He's already pretty tanky, so. What about Lolita, right? Lolita can be a good candidate, but at the same time, Lolita doesn't really tank that much damage because of, you know, second ability. Like, he's able to raise his shield, and I get tank magic damage. He can be good. So we'll see, right? Maybe Lolita can be a good idea. What about Franco? Franco, absolutely not. Flicker is much better choice on Franco because your hook flicker can extend the hook range by however your flicker is long, right? So it's crazy strong. Now, let's go to regeneration effect. HP regen effect reduces 3% per hop, was 5%. So, like, what? What? HP regen effect reduces 3% per hop. What the fucking fuck is a hop? Oh my god. Mana regen effect. Mana regen effect reduces 2.5% per hop. There was a mana regen effect from the regeneration spell. Like, oh my god. I got so tilted. The regen means regeneration. Like, it's not a battle spell that you use. It's just regeneration. The things that you have. Why this isn't that battle spell? I thought it was a healing spell for some reason. It's regen, okay? Basically, the regeneration thing you have, like, you know, everybody has in the game. So basically, the regen got a nerf on HP and got a buff on mana. So your mana regen is gonna be better. Your HP regen is gonna be worse. I think that's good because. I think that's actually really good because I was running into mana problem. If I don't have a lot of HP, I'll just go home. Right? Now, let's go to item changes. Okay? Now, Demon's Hunter Sword in the craft tree, basically some craft changes, not so much. Bloodthirst King, I'm looking forward to see what, you know, craft changes to change it to. I'm not so sure about the name, so we'll just wait for the name for the game for the patch release. Now, I do want to point out, Wind Chaser got a name change, right? But that's not important. The important part is new unique passive, Armor Buster. This will now ignore 20% Turix defense. So they basically buffed Wind Chaser. Because the Deadly Blade is so strong now, nobody actually buy Wind Chaser. So I think they buffed it so more people consider it because now you can push tower a whole lot faster. Basically that can ignore 20% of the Turix defense. That's pretty darn strong. That's pretty darn strong, okay? Now, Deadly Blade, I didn't even know there's a nerf on it. Like, there's a bug on it where it can stack. Because that must be hella fun. So, we might try it. We might try it before the patch come out. Can you imagine if you get 2 people on like Deadly Blade? The enemy Steeds will just cry about it. I mean, that's what you can do. This Kemba will be useless. Like, only thing about him is heal. Because if you nullify, if you get 2 Deadly Blade and it's stackable, because right now it says to fix the bug where it's no longer stackable. So if it's stackable, it's 100%. So he's gone. He's a downer, right? Sad for him. So with that, guys, I hope everybody learned something from this patch analysis, and I will see you guys in our next gameplay video. I hope everyone has a wonderful day. This is Assassin Dave. Peace out.